All right.
Happy Friday, everybody. So grateful you're here. Excited about ending the week on a very, very bright spot. We have a special person joining us this morning. And I'm going to turn this call over right now to Coach Myra Miles. Coach, before I turn it to you, let me say this. Any guest on, I just want to challenge you to come back on the Coach's Corner. This is something we do every Monday through Thursday, same time, same number every single time. And it's just a power source for all of us. It's where we can come, like-minded people together, and get some motivation, inspiration, and some words that just make us drive through the day. So, Coach, thank you for your efforts, and I'll turn the call to you.
All right. Well, good morning again to everybody. Again, just the highlight of my day. I know it is for Coach Palmer's too. Our guest today is someone that I've known for quite some time. She is a Hall of Fame softball player from the University of South Carolina. She is been a very successful head coach in the SEC, a very successful assistant coach in the SEC softball world. She is also consistently involved with ESPN. I believe I'm saying this correct. Once the series gets going, she's also been involved in the games in other countries. But I am very honored to introduce everybody. And the thing is, she's been on our calls for several times here lately. So I am honored to introduce Coach Karen Johns. She is a fantastic wife, mother, been a fantastic coach, fantastic administrator. She's been an unbelievably wonderful friend to me for years. Karen, we are so glad that you are here today, and the stage is yours. You just run with it.
All right. Well, welcome everyone. This has been so much fun. I can't believe I didn't know about this sooner. I don't know how I missed this. But I have been on for the last few weeks now, and it's been awesome to hear from everyone and to read everybody's comments. And of course, I've always known how awesome Myra is, but now it's so cool to expand and to see like what enlightens her world. And I'm always fascinated by successful people and what makes them successful. Because for me, my journey has been somewhat of a roller coaster ride. And a lot of it was, I'm just going to start there, and then I'm going to give you my word for the day. My journey was really going up the roller coaster. I'm going up. I started from a pretty low income family of 10 brothers and sisters. My dad worked in a paper mill, and I grew up in New Jersey. And so what I heard being the baby of 10 was everybody was wanting to get out, right? Everybody wanted to get somewhere. I don't know what somewhere was when I was a kid. I just knew it wasn't there. And so my whole life, I kept working for that. And sports was my avenue. I liked school, but I saw school as the necessary evil to play sports. I'm just flat out honest with you, because every day I was driven to get my homework done because I could play sports. So it worked for me. And sports took me all around the world. I've been to everywhere in Europe. I've been everywhere in South America just because I played softball. I would never have been able to afford those opportunities, but playing sports and having great coaches. I had unbelievable middle school and high school coaches, and I had no idea what a treasure they were until I got to college. And I'm hearing all the stories like from my teammates of all these nightmare things. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that wasn't my experience at all. I had amazing coaches, male and female coaches. And back then, to have a great female coach was really important because we knew we could play. I don't know if we knew we could be coaches though, back in the day. Like we didn't know that we could be the leaders. And my male coaches and female coaches inspired me. My father and mother also inspired me. I used to think I could play for the New York Yankees. When I was 9, that was what I was doing. And I didn't think anything else, and they never let me think anything else. So, but needless to say, by the time I got to middle school, my dad took me to see a former player named Joan Joyce. She was one of the best women's athletes really in the world ever. She played softball, but then she went on the PGA Tour. So she was really an amazing athlete. And he took me to watch Joan play in Connecticut. And I was like, whoa, I didn't know girls, even though she was a woman, I didn't know girls could play like that. And that kind of sold me, and the rest was history with softball. But the reason why I say it was the roller coaster ride is because I got to the top. Like, I got to where I wanted to go. I played for the United States national team. And then I had opportunities to coach. And when I became a coach, I forgot what got me there. Because it's not that I forgot. I just was so focused on the win because I thought that's what was supposed to happen. Like, I was supposed to win. And a lot of that had to do with the fact that when I jumped in as a head coach, I went right into the SEC. Probably not a good choice to be at the University of Florida for your very first head coaching job. Because most of you have done this as long, if not longer than me. You know, we make a million mistakes when we first start out in this, and that is not the stage to make mistakes. So my journey started to crash a little bit. I was like, oh, gosh, I'm a failure. I let everybody down, and my father was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. And so I felt like the perfect storm hit my life. My husband retired from coaching. So then he was going through transition. And then, as a spouse, you're dealing with that too. So it was like the perfect storm and the perfect wake up for me. And the thing that turned me around, that gave me my confidence back, was coaching in the 2008 Olympic Games. I was one of the assistant coaches for the United States softball team. And every morning I would go to the chow hall and sit with all of these amazing coaches and athletes, our U.S. Olympic swimming team, the swimmers, the gymnasts, and just dialogue and listening to them. And none of them ever talked about their gold medals. And a lot of those swimming coaches from Texas and Auburn and all these national championships were racked up, Stanford, they never talked about any of that. They were always talking about their relationships. And I grew up in that big Italian family, right? And I was like, you know what? Like, that's what I left out. I left the relationships out. And so I said, I'm never going to do that again, no matter what I do. If it's just, walking dogs for people, if it's whatever I choose to do, I am not going to miss that component. I'm always going to keep that as my center point. And I have had the most joyous time of my life doing the things that I've done since then. And they really haven't been as big or as on stage as those were. But all these deep relationships now that I developed behind the scenes here, and just growing and learning and teaching coaches and sharing my mess that I created, and letting them know, like, you can work through this. And if you do make a mistake, it's growing, it's all growing, learning. So it's really cool for me. And so my word for today, because I know I can't take too much time, is I do a lot of studying, and I studied the University of Oregon women's basketball team with another group that I do Zoom with. And Sabrina Ionescu, which probably all you heard of, the best women's college basketball player this year in the nation, she came back for unfinished business. And of course, it became unfinished again in her mind because she lost Kobe, her best friend. She lost her season. She didn't get to play for the national championship. And Sabrina, the coaches bought in Taurasi to speak to the team just before the tournament got canceled. And Taurasi's message was, stay mad, because she's a tough kid. She's a fighter. She's a fighter type of competitor. So Oregon was like, yeah, we're going to stay mad. And then when the season got canceled, just prior to that, they did a senior night, and Sabrina got in front of the audience, which was about 15,000 people packed that arena. And she used the word Everglow, and Everglow was popularized by Coldplay. They have a song out called Everglow, and it's a feeling of peace or love that's given by something or someone. And despite what a person has been through, this feeling continues to remain in their heart no matter what. And so my message now to you guys is, I want to be the Everglow, right? I want to know that despite what people are going through, that I want to be the Everglow. I want someone to leave, and say, that person made a difference, whether this ending was good or bad, because I look back on it now. When I lost my father, that was a huge blow to our family. Our father was our compass. We all have spouses, we all have children, but when you lose your father, you lose a bit of your compass in your life. And so how much did I absorb from him? And he was our everglow. I didn't think about it in those terms back then, but we never left our father with a bad feeling, even when it was hard, even when my brothers would get in trouble, and even when, we had hard times or we lost a family member. My father was our everglow. And so despite, what we've been through, we want to be the everglow. And so, I guess my message to you guys today is let's be the everglow. Let's see it, even when people may not earn it or deserve it. Be there, because 10 years from now, that kid that's driving you crazy, that athlete or that employee, they're going to look back and say, you know what, Myra never gave up on me. And Myra always gave me a word of encouragement, even when I didn't earn it. And it will change their life. It's just a matter of when. And so that's my message today.
Wow. Thank you, Coach Johns. That's pretty daggone powerful right there. We appreciate you. I know there's several comments have come through. I don't know if you'll be able to see them, but just to be transparent and to share your message with everyone was very, very powerful. And, Coach is right in that she said that word, she said that R word, early in her speech, middle of her speech, but relationships, we all know that is the key to what we do. And what we do. But I can't thank you enough for being with us today. Coach Palmer, pitch it over here to you. I know you got something you want to say to Coach.
Wow, Coach Johns, I'm typing a message right now, a chat. I can't say much because that spoke to me this morning. Coach Johns, thank you so much. That was tremendous. You've got me. You got me. I'm lost for words. The one thing that I needed to hear this morning. Thank you. All right.
All right, we're gonna give a book away.
We're gonna give a book away. Coach,
Pete Key book. Is it Pete Key's book?
It is, absolutely. Keys ABC to Leadership. We gave it away yesterday, and I want to tell you it's a tremendous book, and it's affirmation based. It's something that you can just take little bites every day that's going to bless you beyond measure. And Pete Key is a personal friend to Coach Myra Miles and myself. Tremendous man. So let's hashtag Everglow this morning. Hashtag Everglow. That's what I want to be. That's what I want to go through my days being. So hashtag Everglow. Here we go. I can't wait to give this away to somebody. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see who won this book.
All right. So congratulations, Debbie Beard. Congratulations, Debbie. Go ahead and
Okay,
send her
Debbie.
address,
That's
please.
awesome.
Thanks, Andrea.
Yeah.
Wow, Debbie
you.
Beard. Great. Awesome. Hey, you're going to love this book. So we'll send that to you. Get if you will, share your address. And Coach Myra, your message today that you posted on Facebook, Instagram, Point On, thank you for that. If you're a guest on here, please follow Coach Myra Miles. You'll be inspired. She lifts people up every single day and makes a difference. So Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, she's all over it. You can find her. This will stream live again on my business page. Coach Johns, again today, thank you so much for being here. And that message was amazing. So
Thank you.
guys, we love you. Have a great Friday.
Happy Friday. Thanks again, Karen.
Find